Morning, guys. It is Wednesday, December the 28th, and I couldn't be more blessed than what I am today because today I'm 18 months sober. I never thought I'd make it this far, but yet here I am, and it's only been by the grace of God and the fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous that I've been able to eliminate my desire and the need to drink. So I am absolutely thankful. Last night we had a conversation. JD and I were talking, and he shared some things, and it got me thinking. Actually about the 11th step, and so I wanted to kind of touch base with you guys on that today. The 11th step in the big book, says we sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. That's step 11. And the book goes into more detail on pages 86 through 88. And it gives us a couple of directives. First and foremost, I call it the nightly review. The constructive, as Bill says, we constructively review our day. And we look for things like dishonesty and selfishness and resentment, and were we afraid? Do we owe amends to somebody? Could we have done better? Could we have shown more love, more compassion, more understanding to others? So these are all the things that we're looking back. At the end of the day, we're looking back and say, I could have probably done that differently, or, no, I did pretty good there. We're kind of taking that inventory, right? And we have to be careful. The book is very clear. We must be careful not to drift into worry, remorse, or morbid reflection, for that would diminish our usefulness to others. Again, we're all now in service of God and His will to help others, right? So we have to be careful, but we at the end of the day, we reflect, we look for dishonesty, selfishness, resentment, and fear. Did we have ulterior motives? What was going on? We have to be honest with ourselves and with God. And then we pray, and we ask God for forgiveness and for any type of corrective action that we feel He is leading us to take. The next part, about midway down on page 86, on awakening, let us think about 24 hours ahead. Before we begin, we ask God to direct our thinking, especially that it be divorced from self-pity, dishonest, or self-seeking motives. So essentially, we're just asking God, hey, look, please make sure that I'm not self-seeking and that I'm not dishonest. Give me strength to do your will, not my will. Again, it's always about His will, not our will, right? And this is great because, as we're thinking about our day going forward, we're just thinking about that 24 hours at a time, right? We may be faced with situations that we're not sure on. And the book is very clear, again, at the bottom of page 86, we may face indecision. We may have a decision to make, and we're not sure which decision to make. Here we ask God for inspiration and intuitive thought or a decision. We relax and take it easy. We don't struggle. In other words, we turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understand Him. All right, it's funny just how all the steps just they reciprocate each other, right? So what used to be a hunch, I'm at the top of page 87 now. What used to be a hunch or the occasional inspiration gradually becomes a working part of our mind. And we can conclude our morning prayer with I call it the step 11 prayer. Bill gives us insight into things we need to pray for. Second paragraph of page 87. We conclude the period of meditation with a prayer that will be that we be shown all through the day what our next step is to be, that we be given whatever we need to take care of such problems. That's the second paragraph of page 87. That's kind of like the step 11 prayer. Those are the things we're praying for at the beginning of each day. And then as we go throughout the day, at the bottom of page 87, as we go throughout the day, and this is key, we pause when agitated or doubtful and ask for the right thought or action. We constantly remind ourselves that we are no longer running the show, humbly saying to ourselves many times each day, I know for me, Thy will be done, not my will, right? thy will be done. So, again, I heard a great saying: we pause, pray, process, and proceed. So when we face agitation or frustration or anything like that at all throughout the day, aggravation, anything like that at all throughout the day, we pause, we pray, we process, and we proceed. And we ask God to direct our thinking, direct our thinking and direct our efforts at overcoming whatever situation we may be in. So we do this daily. Again, as step 10, this is not an overnight thing. This is something we're going to do for our lifetime. And, again, we say a prayer at night. We reflect on what we did throughout the day. At the end of the day, we reflect on what we did. We identify any areas where we might have gone wrong or gone astray. We ask God for forgiveness and for any type of corrective action. Then when we wake up the next day, we start thinking about just that 24 hours that we're facing. Not tomorrow, not the next day, just today. Because as I said yesterday, we're not guaranteed tomorrow, so we just take it one day at a time, right? That's where that saying comes from. And whenever we're faced with indecision, we ask God for inspiration and intuitive thought or design. We conclude our morning meditation with a prayer, asking that we be shown all through the day what our next step is to be, and that we be given whatever we need to take care of such problems. And then as we go throughout our day, we pause, we pray, we process, and we proceed. So anyway, just wanted to leave you guys with those words this morning. Step 11 is it really came alive for me whenever I got to step 11. That's when it really started making sense, and just practicing it again. It's a lifetime of this, so it's not just a overnight thing, as Bill says. So anyway, JD, it looks like I'm going to get your gift in today. So I'll be reaching out. But anyway, Ryan, I hope you're feeling better, Ryan. I can't wait to talk to you. I'm going to try to reach out to you today. Michael Bragg, again, it was good seeing you the other night. Just let me know if you need any help. So anyway, love you guys. I will let you guys go. And remember, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.